Again, and welcome to the Situation Room. Coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. As you are aware, Situation Room, we talk politics and anything that has to do with politics in this country. Today, our program is in two folds. You know Alan Tremantin, right? The former Minister for Trade and Industry under the Akufo-Addo administration. He's formed a new political party today. The party is known as the UP Political Party. Today, we'll discuss what the new UP will be and the intentions behind the formation of this political party. Also, our own Musa Dankwa has done some work on the performance of members of parliament for the past 10 months. He's visited some constituencies to check the work of members of parliament, their ratings, and how their constituents perceive them.
Need your attention, please.
Mnet Movies 4 brings you Action HQ.
Before I describe the job, I have to know you can do it.
The movie festival where action never clocks out.
1, 2, 3.
Go! Business as usual means fist first, questions later. We don't do spreadsheets.
Some car keys, a couple guns.
We do high speeds.
Put your foot to that floor and you hurt.
Our management style, very hands-on. Watercooler chats, surprisingly inspirational.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
This October, Mnet Movies 4 is mission control for mayhem.
Complete destruction.
It's home base for heroics. It's Action HQ. Consider your couch the corner office of chaos. This is not a drill. Report to Action HQ all month long on Mnet Movies 4, where action never clocks out.
You're welcome back. You're still watching the Situation Room, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. Situation Room, we talk politics. My name is Sammi Wiafe, and as always, I do this show with my brother and friend, Fred Tete Jabano. As I mentioned earlier, the program today is in two folds. There's a formation of a new political party known as UP. It's led by Alan Tremantin, former MPP presidential aspirant, former Minister for Trade and Industry under the Akufo administration and the Akufo-Addo administration. He left the party after the 2023 internal primaries of the MPP to elect a flag bearer for the 2024 general election. He went to form what many people call the Movement for Change. Now, he's decided to set up a political party, and the party will be known as UP. We don't know whether it's the UP of the MPP's tradition or some other UP, but he says this new political party will be known as the UP. We'll have a conversation about the formation of this new political party by Mr. Alan Tremantin and members of his Movement for Change, let's say political party. Yeah, we'll be right to say so. And also, Musa Dankwa, our very own Musa Dankwa, has done some work on the performance of some members of parliament. He's been in some 83 constituencies assessing the work of members of parliament and how their constituents perceive them 10 months after being sworn in as members of parliament in their various constituencies. My name is Sammi Wiafe once again, and with me is Fred Tete Jabano. Fred, what's up?
Sammi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well. God is still keeping me. How's the week been?
It's been okay. It's been okay. This week we've not seen so many activities.
Yeah.
The only activities on the political landscape would be the beginning of the campaign by the MPP
presidential aspirant. Yeah.
We saw former Vice President Dr. Bawumia announcing a nationwide tour. We've seen Brian Champon going to the Greater Accra region. Today he's in the Eastern region visiting a Ekropon. Kennedy Ejapon is also somewhere across somewhere in the country campaigning, and the other aspirants putting together what they call their message for delegates of the MPP. Whilst they were doing that, another MPP member who left, as you said, the party in 2023 into 2024, late 2023 into 2024, Alan Tremantin, also from nowhere announced that he's forming a new political party. From nowhere, because Alan Tremantin left, like you said, the MPP and started the movement for change. And according to Alan Tremantin at the time, the movement was not a political party. They were not forming a political party at the time he left. He wanted to bring together people from across every political party who believed in a particular agenda, the agenda for change. And in this agenda for change, they were trying to get a lot of young people to join to form this movement. So they came up with the yellow and the butterfly, Afafranto. Yeah. They went into the elections, and I think Alan Tremantin came in fourth. And he didn't perform as well as he expected to perform. After the elections, he went to pay a visit to former now President John Dramani Mahama, and there were lots of questions as to what's happening to Alan Tremantin. Is he going to take a job with the NDC? Is he going to join the NDC? Would he return to the MPP? Because people like Kenny Japon has indicated that they were going to give an amnesty to all these people who had left the party. Only for us this week to hear that Alan Tremantin is coming up with a new political party called the United Party, the UP Party. The UP Party, what an interesting name. The UP Party from which the MPP takes its tradition from. So the UP Party was the first opposition political party in the First Republic. So it was a combination of different political parties, the NLM and the other political parties at the time. They came together to form the UP Party. Out of the UP Party came in the Progress Party by Buzia. After the Progress Party, different parties has come in. Then you have now the MPP. So the MPP refers to themselves as the Dankwa Dombo Buzia. The Dankwa would refer to the UGCC UP. Buzia goes to the PP. And Dombo, who is also part of that political thing. So they all take their root from UP. You leave the MPP, and now they feel like the best party to form is another United Party. But this time around, Alan Tremantin is telling us that this United Party is United Party Plus, the UP Plus, meaning that even though they subscribe to the fundamental beliefs of the UP, they are also adding up to it.
So that makes it a plus?
That makes it a plus. Okay. He also indicated that the MPP, the UP as we speak now, the UP Plus Party as we speak now, is a center-left party. It's a center-left party. And he went on to defend why he thought that the UP Party should be formed now. He talked about vision and the fact that they intend to make Ghana a prosperous country by 2040. Hopefully when they are voted into power. So yes, this is what has been happening in the political landscape. People are also now questioning whether they can even survive. Whether they are indeed going to be that third force, or whether they are going to end up like other political parties which have come up in the last few years. So the UP tradition continues with a new UP Party Plus, led by Alan
Tremantin. Well, he was at this particular event during the lunch, and then he spoke, right?
He's the leader of the party, so he addressed the people of the party.
Let's hear exactly what Mr. Alan Tremantin said at the official launch of the UP.
We are ushering a new era, a new dawn in Ghanaian politics. A new dawn that will end the divisiveness, acrimony, and rancor in politics in Ghana. A new dawn that will also end the duopoly in Ghanaian politics by offering Ghanaians a credible alternative that will bring about economic transformation, which will translate into massive job opportunities, usher in a golden age of business, and also create prosperity for our country, Ghana. A new dawn that will mobilize the collective strengths and talents of all Ghanaians for national development, irrespective of age, ethnicity, religion, or political affiliation. A new dawn that will promote accountable and transparent governance and introduce a policy. A new dawn protect of the United Party is to make Ghana the economic powerhouse of Africa by 2040. By 2040. And that is what we call Vision 2040. And we are branding this as the Paradise Project. So by 2040, if the people of Ghana, by the grace of God, install us in power, then we promise them that by 2040, Ghana will become a paradise. The creation of the United Party is a transition from the movement for change. Look, just look back. With only 9 months of campaign, you saw what happened in this country with the movement of change. People were fighting to death to get our T-shirts. Is that not something that you should be reflecting on? We didn't have money to pay to anybody. The big parties were there distributing money, and nobody was taking their T-shirts. But people were fighting for the yellow T-shirts. Even as of now, you go around, people are wearing a T-shirt. Not only in Ghana, abroad. So there's something mystical and magical about that. So people will come and ask, so how is it that you got the votes that you got? People ask. We have not talked about it. We will talk about it in good time. Because if you deny 95% of our polling agents around the country, 95% of our polling agents, you refuse access to them to go to the polling station to observe the vote. How many votes do you want to be able to get? After 5 o'clock, we're all sitting, waiting to hear the results. And people calling from all over the country. Hey, Maza, Major Police Station. You are to about your can't hear, you see a 0.
That's Mr. Alan Chemantin. He's the leader and founder of the Movement for Change, now known as the UP, and telling us why there's a need to have a third force in this country, and the third force being the UP party. Let's get some more details about the formation of this political party, the intent behind and what it stands for. Let's go on Zoom and speak to Solomon Owusu, who happens to be the Director of Communications for the UP political party as set out by Mr. Alan Chemantin. So, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time. First of all, why the need to rebrand from movement of change to the UP?
Thank you, Sammi, for having me. Good afternoon to your cherished viewers across the length and breadth of this world. I mean, you will recall that the movement came into existence on the 25th of September 2023, barely a year and some month, a few months to the general elections of 2024. Originally, the idea was to form a straightaway political party, but we looked at the processes that one could go through before getting the license to have a candidate on the ballot. When we did our mathematics, we realized that if we were going to go through the process, there was no way we could present a candidate to be on the ballot in 2024. So what do we do so that we will still register our presence in the system? We decided to let Mr. Alan Chemantin go as an independent candidate, but in that, we will still form a special purpose vehicle to support the independent candidature. And that was what brought in the idea of the Movement for Change. So right from the beginning, we were clear in our mind that we will end up with a political party. And ever since the election of 2024 came to an end, we have been working on getting our provisional license and then ultimately get the final license. And that is what you saw today. We got a license on the 3rd of October 2025 and say we have to let the world know that there is a party by name United Party, and that is what we did today. So the plan and the vision and the mission has always been one and very clear that a political party will be formed, and that is what you are witnessing today.
The name is a unique one. Why do you decide to settle on UP?
So we have realized that we are now in a toxic political environment. We are in a polarized political environment that the country needs the energies of everyone to come on board, particularly patriotic citizens, people with talent that can develop a nation. And so you couldn't have settled on any better than that to bring a name that signifies unity. That is the name United.
Interesting. Is it your intention that you intend to break the monopoly or the duopoly of the MPP and the NDC, and your target should be the 2028 election?
Absolutely, we intend to break into the two, and Ghanaians are with us on that. I mean, genuinely, most of Ghanaians wants to see the end to this NPP NDC after 32 years of being led by these two parties. What we witness is, if it's not corruption, it's galamsey. If it's not galamsey, it's underdevelopment. So the Ghanaian wants to do away with them, but many times what has been happening is that they don't see any credible alternative, and that is what we are offering now. So it is clear from the beginning that we want to break into the duopoly. But we don't know which one will fall on the way, but it's like pushing an old lady. Wherever the old lady falls, that's not concern you. We are very focused to dislodge or displace one of them, and we are going to work hard at it.
Mr. Owusu, you indicated that you want to break a duopoly. And in breaking the duopoly, let's go back to history. In the 2024 elections, your candidate, or the independent candidate at the time, who is now your leader, Alan Tremantin, failed to even make 50,000 of the votes. How do you intend to transform that in breaking a duopoly of parties who are garnering over 6 million votes?
So first of all, let's put it in this context. All of us, every political party or candidate in election 2020 will be starting from point zero. So none of them has advantage over the other. Number two, remember Mr. Alan Tremantin, or Honorable Alan Tremantin, contested the 2024 election as an independent candidate. That was what he tried to elaborate today, that even polling station agents that we sent or we gave accreditation to, close to 95% were not allowed into any polling station to observe the election. And we are going to hold a comprehensive press conference on that to expose to Ghanaians what actually took place. Again, you will remember as an independent candidate, he did not have the structures at the various constituencies, i.e. polling station executives, constituency executives, regional executives, and national executives. And also did not have parliamentary candidates that were contesting on the ticket of his party. If you are contesting as an independent candidate, nobody can contest with your emblem or in your name. So virtually there were no structures in place. What the UP party is going to do in election 2028 will afford whoever be our candidate. Mind you, Mr. Alan Tremantin is not our candidate yet. It's the Democratic Party that we will still go through the mill to establish who will definitely lead us. But whoever will lead us in election 2028 will have the benefits of polling station structures, constituency structures, regional structures, as well as parliamentary candidates across the 276 constituencies in this country. And all these people will be representing their interests as well as the interests of the presidential candidate. So it's a totally different ball game altogether.
Okay, Solo, thank you. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the best. Solomon Owusu is Director of Communications for the No More Movement for Change, right? It's now the United Party, a political party that was launched today by Mr. Alan Tremantin, a former Minister for Trade and Industry under the Akufo-Addo administration and the John Agyekum Kufuor administration. Now, he's formed his own political party, and he says in the 2028 general election, he's going to contest on the ticket of the UP party. This is the situation coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. As I mentioned to you earlier, today's program is in two folds. We've done the UP and the Alan Tremantin bit. The next one is our own, very own Musa Dankwa. He's done some work on the performance of some members of parliament in the last 10 months. He says he's visited 83 constituencies and have assessed what the constituents make or think of their members of parliament. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, Musa will join us in the studio to discuss his latest work.
Love the Premier League? Your DSTV premium subscription could get you there in real life, Charlie. Stay connected for your chance to watch the Premier League live. Man U versus Man City at Old Trafford or Arsenal versus Man U in London. Stay connected to score with DSTV Premium. This promo is regulated by the NNA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smokes and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by ChannelOne TV and 97.3 CDFM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by ChannelOne TV and 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Situation Room, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. As I mentioned earlier, today's program is in twofold. We dealt with the first part of the discussion. The second one, as I mentioned, is our own Musa Dankwa. He's done some works on some members of parliament. He's been to 83 constituencies across the country to assess the work of members of parliament 10 months after assuming office as representatives of the people. He will tell us what he found out in these various constituencies and what the constituents think of their certain members of parliament. Musa, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while I saw you.
Yes, you've been busy.
I know, you've been more busy.
I mean, before Musa goes in, you know, Musa had done the polls prior to the 2024 elections. Musa, today you are hearing Alan Tremantin, who says that he's forming a united party, the UP party. With this formation of the UP party, from where you stand, would it change anything with the dynamics for both the NDC and the NPP?
I think, let's make certain things clear. For those who are MPP who were thinking for Alan Martin, went for him in the last election. I'm not sure whether his numbers will go up by MPP defections. I don't know what is going to happen down the line with what is going on in their current campaign. If that division becomes big, then it could have an impact on MPP. But on the other side, it will also depend on who NDC brings in 2028. I think, I don't want to do certain pairings here, but depending on who NDC throws out in the ring, Alan could chip some vote from NDC, depending upon the scenario NDC presents. For now, I can't say what level of change we will see, but I think in the January poll, in the head-to-head. We'll throw in Alan Martin in all the scenarios, or we'll see what's going to happen.
Interesting. We will see what happens. Musa, what have you done now?
Look, we were there in September.
Okay.
We asked people to rate the performance of the president, and they did. We asked them to do the same thing for the government as a whole. They did. And whilst we were there, we couldn't keep our mouth shut regarding the MPs. So we asked them, the way they were rating the government, how would they rate their own members of parliament? This is not any complicated measure of assessing their performance. Overall, how would you say your MP has performed? Excellent, very good, good, poor, very poor, or average. This is for them to use their own criteria to assess the MP. Because at the end of the day, it is that assessment that will get the MP retained or booted out. It does not matter what sophistication your questions are and what you're trying to measure in the eyes of the voter. As for the voter, he looks for certain things, and what he sees is what he's going to rate you on. And what we've seen is quite interesting story. Globally, across the country, I think a lot more people said they've done well, very good, excellent, and good. And then average performance is also somewhere there. We can see the details, I think, as we go along. It will be more insightful when we do that. Now, I'm just going to go into the methodology of the rating. Okay. Overall, we looked at 83 constituencies. And then we came down to the regional level. We assessed how the region assessed its own performance and ranked them by the region. So the region with the highest scoring takes the first spot. And then the lowest, you see that at the bottom. And then we looked at also overall which MPs get highest mark among people who are NDC voters. So from the NDC perspective, how are they ranking these MPs from these 83 constituencies? Similar, among those who are MPP voters, which MPs are they ranking highest in that order? And then overall, among floating voters, because we want to seek the bigger block of voters, the NDC, MPP, and floating voters. If you focus on overall, someone will argue that, oh, it may be full of NDC people, but here we are breaking the figures down so you can see the various support each party gives to the MP. So overall, 68% of Ghanaians are happy with the performance of their MPs. Okay. Excellent, very good, or good is 68%, which is very, very good. Yeah. Poor or very poor is 18%. And average is 14%. So overall, across the 83 constituencies, the pass mark is very, very high. So they can pat themselves in the back. Ghanaians say they are doing well.
In the last 10 months.
Last 10 months. Then we zoom down into the regions. Which regions has the highest rating for their MPs and which region has the lowest rating for their MP? Topping the table now is Bono East region. 83% of them rate their MPs excellent, very good, or good. Bono East. Followed by Upper West region, 78%. Volta region, 78%. Greater Accra, 77%. Oti region, 74%. Northeast, 71%. Ahafo, 70%. Central, 66%. Oh, sorry, 67%. Northern region, the same number, 67%. Upper East, 67%. Bono region, 65%. Ashanti region, 63%. Western North, 60%. Savannah, 16%. Western region, 56%. And Eastern region, the lowest, 53%.
Interesting.
You know what is striking? Look at the regions MPP dominates. Ashanti region, Eastern region. Yeah. They are not seeing their MPs doing well. Probably opposition. MPs. What can you do?
They lack resources.
An orphan. They lack resources. They have to up their advocacy and their, what do we call them, lobbying skills. Once you're in a position, you can only lobby and show that you are lobbying, you are doing your best. You can see that it's a warning sign. Even Northeast, 71%.
For me, what interests me is the swing regions.
Yes.
So you look at Central region,
and the
67%, and the Western region, which is 56.
In fact, Central region is the mid-tier,
Yeah.
8th position, and Western region, 15th position.
Yeah.
They are the only swing we have so far, if you ask me.
Yeah.
The Western and Central region. Greater Accra is no longer swing, technically.
Right. Let's continue.
Then we looked at top 25 MPs with the highest scoring. When you combine the excellent, very good, or good together, and then you see who are the top. In number 1 position is Ahafo North, Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe.
This used to be the former
Well, the
Director
former
General.
NADMO Director General.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the former NADMO Director
So
General.
he tops the league table right now.
He's a first timer.
It's the first time, yeah.
Excellent,
Yeah,
6%.
yeah.
Very good, or good, 94%. Everybody say Ekoyi Manu.
Okay. An opposition MP?
Yes. In Ashanti region, Ahafo North.
Yeah.
Then you have Akachi North. Honorable Peter Kwesi Nochu Kotoy. Is it Kotoy?
Yeah.
Kotoy. Yes.
Kotoy. Look.
Excellent.
88. Excellent.
He was I think the ranking on education.
He's
in the last
not
parliament.
chairman of
He's
the
not chairman of the
Education
education committee, yeah.
Yes.
Number 2.
From the Volta region.
From the Volta region.
Yes.
Then you have Honorable Dominic Nitiwo Bimbila. From the poll, the sample we picked, this is their views.
He's a former defense minister.
Former defense minister.
A former deputy minority leader. He went to parliament at a very young age.
Very young
when he entered parliament.
Went in, came out.
Yeah,
and
went in, came out,
back, and has
he's
been
now
in since.
staying, yeah.
Next, in 4th, Honorable Clement Apak, Bulsasaf.
Yeah.
Current
Deputy Minister of Education.
Education Minister.
Number 4. Excellent, 87%.
So for this, his constituents believe that he's doing a fantastic
job.
Wow.
In 5th, Agotime Ziofe. The name is Honorable Charles Akwesi Agbeve.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah. This is a Volta region.
Volta region again. Yeah. So 2 Volta region featuring. Trouble,
Gloria.
Greater Accra.
Yeah.
Honorable Gloria Owusu. First timer.
First timer.
Yes. She removed Moses Enim.
Moses Enim, yeah.
Excellent, 28. Very good or good, 69%.
She has been a bit vocal on the floor of Parliament.
Very vocal.
You've seen her engage a lot.
As to whatever measure they use to assess her, it's up to them. Or on the election day, they made that decision. Then you have Pru West, Honorable Emmanuel Kofi Ntekuni. Was it Ntekuni? Ntekuni.
He's also a first timer.
First timer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent, 18%. Very good or good, 78%. In 7th position. Then you have Manshianov, Akwesi Kunedu, 8th position.
Akwesi was deputy minister for mines, deputy minister for lands and natural resources in the last term of the Akufo.
This is the second term.
Yeah.
In 8th position.
This is from the Ashanti region.
Ashanti region. Yes. And then Asawasi, Honorable Muhammad Buntaka Mubarak, Minister for Interior, Ashanti region, 9th position.
This is the 3rd Ashanti region person who has come in.
3rd Ashanti region.
So, Musa, hold on. If 40% says excellent and 55% say very good, what's the difference?
No, for us to have a holistic view, we are combining the excellent and very good and good.
Okay, okay.
So that we have a broader
okay.
measure to really see overall.
All right.
Jerapa.
Yeah.
Honorable Klestos Dapila in 10th position. Overall, out of the 83, he is 10th position on that scale. Excellent, 6%, very good or good, 88%. Those people will have very fewer numbers in the poor or very poor
Very
average.
poor. Okay.
They all consolidate to the left side of the chart. Botiano Ingresia Manfro, Honorable Felix Akwete Oakley. Excellent, 10%. Very good or good, 83%.
He's a first-time MP.
Yeah.
11th position.
Yeah.
He, I think, dethroned Sylvester.
Sylvester, yes. Yeah.
Bon Katamanso, Honorable Joseph Akwete Tete.
This is actually is quite surprising. Why do I say so? You know, some few months before the elections,
yes,
you had a lot of his constituents complain about him, not seeing him, not hearing him. He eventually won the election. So for me,
maybe he has learned lessons.
Joe T, as is usually called.
In 12th position, per the ranking. Bia East, Richard Achampong. In 13th position, Bia East is in the Western North.
Yeah.
8% excellent and 82% very good or good. In 14th position, Honorable Richard Jan Mensah, Gomwa West.
Deputy Energy Minister.
Gomwa West.
I think this is his second or third time in the House.
In 14th position. In 15th position is Pru East, Honorable Emmanuel Kweku Buam. You can see a pattern, maybe from the few samples, no big names.
Yes.
Because this gentleman defeated the former energy minister under the Mama administration.
The power minister.
Power minister.
What do you call this guy?
Kwabena Donko in the primaries. Yeah.
He's doing pretty well.
First timer.
In 15th position. In 16th position, Afram Plains South. Joseph Apiabuati.
Yeah.
Is he independent candidate?
No, he's from the NDC.
One of them is
yes.
Yeah,
the other
one is the Northern NDC.
Okay. It's also doing pretty well. NDC says so. Yes. In 16th position. 17th position is Efija Kwabre South. Damata Ama Apianima Salam.
Efija Kwabre South.
Efija Kwabre South. Ashanti region. MPP. DBI, Dafiama, Busi Isa, Honorable Sebastian Sandari. In 18th position. Upper West region.
Upper West.
Banda, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, Minister, Local Government.
Yeah.
Excellent, 68%, very good or good, 18%, poor or very poor, 15%. So mostly focus on the green side. 19th position. 20th position is Efiduasi Asokori. Nana EU Efriye. 8 excellent and 76% very good or good.
Also from the Ashanti
region. MPP. Yes.
And it is his third term. It's third term or so. Yeah, contestant.
He's now
the ranking on the health committee. In the last parliament, he was chairman of the health committee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now he's ranking. Aso Jaman, Honorable Thomas Ampem Nyako. he fought a very, very
yes.
tough election and eventually won comfortably.
He was one of the people you actually mentioned at the time.
I think he was at the verge
very
of
shaky.
Yeah.
At the verge of slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
And he revived his campaign. And I think Pius went to sleep.
Yeah, he also messed up at a point in time, you know.
Went to sleep. And Ampum eventually defeated him. He's doing pretty well. So German is not a place you can blitz people, but he seems to be doing very well.
This is third time.
This is third time.
Yeah. I think he's deputy finance minister.
Deputy finance minister. Yeah. If you can't do well as deputy finance minister, then you should forget it. You should forget it. 22nd position is Nkwanta South. Honorable Jeffrey Kinney, Oti region. In 22nd position. 23rd, Abura Asebu Kwame Nkesi, Honorable Felix Ofosu Kwachi. 11% excellent, very good or good, 71%.
So, with Felix, remember our last interview we had with him on face-to-face, Umaru Sanda, he told us what he does in his constituency, where he visits the constituency every 2 weeks. He set up an office in the constituency where people reach out to him. He's trying to get chip compounds in every community. So for him, according to him, he's putting in a lot of work in the constituency. No, the question was how he was able to combine his job as government communications person, then his job as a legislator.
You must do both, otherwise you go home. Yeah.
That should be difficult for them.
But they see if with the structures and systems, you can do it better because you have the resources as a minister, and then you can put systems in place to make sure that your ear is always down the ground. You go there every 2 weeks. It's not too bad. Engage the people. Look, if you don't do that, and you stay in Accra, you stay in Parliament House, committee to committee. We know what will happen.
Oh yeah.
That's on 23rd position. 24th is Karachi East, Honorable Nelson Kofi Jabab.
It's also OT region.
OT region. 24th. Last but not the least, Honorable Govins Kwame Agboja, Adaklu, Volta region. So across the 83 places that we went, these were the top 25 performing MPs. We don't want to go to the bottom, that will create confusion. If you want the list, call us in chambers, we'll give you the bottom.
Musa, before you go on, what actually is striking is the fact that when you look at the 25 you just put out, I'm just looking at the people serving in government, as in the executive.
Yeah.
You just have about 4 of them.
We have Montaka.
You have the local government minister, you have the interior minister, you have the government minister, communications minister, the roads minister, and
then the deputy
minister of
minister.
finance.
And then deputy
finance.
Yeah.
So 6 people featuring in the 25.
What does it tell us?
It means that as a proportion, what is it? You have to strike 26 over 20 over 6 over 25.
Yeah.
It's a proportion. But generally, I think it's not bad at all to have that number featured, which means that they have not forgotten their constituencies. They are still working for their people while serving the central government.
What do their constituents tell you that they feel that he's doing well?
Look, we don't want to veer into that.
Do they point to you what they are doing?
Even if they do, we can't document them. We didn't go there to ask them that reason.
Okay.
It is for somebody else to go there and find out for this particular candidate, what are they mentioning? We want you to see overall, they have so many roles, including attending funerals, weddings, and other things. Overall, as a role of MP, how would you assess his performance so far? You decide. You have the marking scheme.
Okay.
We'll give you the limit, which you can grade the person excellent, very good, or good, poor, very poor, and average. And you decide, oh, as for this guy, I'll give him poor. And there are some who are scoring 70% and above as poor.
A majority of the people are first timers. majority of them first-timers, National Democratic Congress. Is it because now they are having a lot of time for their constituency because they've not been given
any appointments? They spend more time in the constituency.
Some of those reasons. Interestingly, I don't know whether we did that analysis here. I'm not quite sure. That's a lot of me to go. Okay. This is the views of the NDC voters, top 25 constituencies ranking. For NDC voters, look, top is Atiwa East, not an NDC constituency. Is the constituency with the highest ranking from NDC voters. Second, Bulsa South, Gomua West, Afram Plain South, Efutu. He wasn't on the top in top 25, but he's featured here among the top 25 for NDC voters. Bimbila, NDC voters backing Netu. Banda, Ahafwano, Akachinov, Adansia Sukwa, Kumbungu, Eutusenya East, Offenso South, Bia East, Abura Asebu Kwaman Kesi, Achuman Kwangoma, Botiano, Amanfrum, Wulensi, Kung Katamansu, Zabzugu, Trobu, Manshianov, Krachi East, Agotime Ziahwe, Peru East. So these are the top ranking constituencies where NDC voters are ranking them highest.
So in Trobu, where it's an MPP seat,
yes,
the NDC members or supporters feel she's doing well.
By 97%.
And these are NDC supporters?
Yes, NDC supporters.
Bimbila 100%.
It means every NDC person we spoke to supported.
Wow.
In that electoral area, we did the support. Look at MPP. Top ranking MPP supporters vote went to Akachinov.
What a switch.
Akachinov.
What a switch.
So, you see, this is telling us something. We'll come back to that. Bimbila, Bulsa South, Ahafwanonov, Agotime Ziahwe, Jirapa. So the top ranking are not even MPP constituencies.
Yeah.
People are getting discerning.
Like
apart from Bimbila.
Bimbila, he enjoys both NDC and MPP.
Yes, it's unanimous support. Look at Bimbila, Bulsano. Ahafwano is MPP. Agotime Ziahwe is NDC. Jirapa is NDC. Manshe is MPP. Puru West is NDC. Dafiama Isa, NDC. Look.
Trouble. Interesting.
So this party colorization, they should be very, very careful.
And look at Efutu.
Efutu is lowest among the MPP.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's a minority leader.
More NDC.
MPP.
NDC people are voting for him than the MPP people. Wow. So you can have cross-party support if you do the right thing. Now, if we think NDC and MPP people are biased, let's look at the floating voters. Busa South, number 1. Asawasi, number 2. Botiano, Efutu. Manshianov, Gomua West, Akachinov, DBI, Bolga East, Krachi East, Chereponi, Tema Central, Banda, Kumbungu, Afram Plain South, Afram Ahafwano North, Trobu, Jirapa, Pru West, Afija Kwabre South, Pru East, Bia East, Jape Gusou, Adansia Sukwa, Aso Jaman. So most of the top 25 are still appearing here again, consistently.
What I get from here, especially Efutu, you have more floating voters and NDC people supporting the MPP candidates than MPP
than its own.
Interesting.
That is the story of the MP's performance.
Musa, when it comes to the floating voters, what kind of influence do they have in terms of voting dynamics?
They do have.
Especially in places like Asawase.
There's a growing number of people who are becoming floating voters. In the last election, they were about 15%. It's now gone up about 18%. And that growth has come from MPP. People who are leaving MPP from party affiliation, they are moving into floating voters. We've also had a lot of MPP people move to become NDC voters. We don't know how permanent or temporal that movement is. Over time, we'll see where the numbers will kind of lie. But for now, the number suggests that the floating guys are around 18%, up 3% from last time. MPP was about 37%, now 27%. NDC was 33%, now 42%.
And if these are from, or this individual from the MPP, is it likely they may want to go back if MPP decide to do things well?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying, that some movements are temporary.
Okay.
It's reactionary to based on people's feeling about when they see things happening the right way, some may move, but you may not get all of them.
Not all of them?
No. Some will go for good.
But have you ever had, there's these people that they are permanently floating voters. Have we had a scenario like that before?
We haven't done a study to really look at that, but it's a number that keeps changing. Okay. Some may move from, you see, when MPP underperforms, some of the people will become floating voters. And if NDC underperform, some of the members will move to floating voters as well. So it depends on the dynamics and the timing and the time of the moment.
Did you also work on those who are performing averagely in their constituency?
No, we were focusing on those who were performing abysmally. So the table shows the abysmal performance.
So it's just best and abysmal?
Yes. No, everybody is there. But I mean, in terms of exceptional reporting, average performance is average. There's no news on average. It's about good or worse performance. And I think some of the worst performing ones, I think I can mention two of my head. You have Bolly Bamboy doing very badly, and Kade also doing very badly.
There's MPP seat and NDC seat.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They need to. This is not the end of the story. The early days in their term as MPs, they need to find out what is it that people are not happy with. Right? If it's something they can handle or they can do something about it, they can go there and really work hard to change things. But if they decide to discount it, it's going to be a bloodbath for them in the primaries.
And those who perform well from now till 2028, can it get worse?
No, you can't predict the future from today. But it's a good place.
At least you can look into the crystal ball and see what's going to happen.
It's a good place to start from. You'd rather be at the top there than be at the bottom. If you're at the bottom, the work is harder. Especially if you don't have enough time to convince minds for primaries, that could feed into a very bloodbath primary for you.
But you know, always a challenge for an opposition MP.
Eddie.
It's always a challenge, right?
It's very, 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 I mean, it's a tough place. And look, you must have a way to win people if you're an opposition candidate, MP. There are so many ways. Let your people feel that you haven't sat on your arms and not doing anything. Once they see you actively working in their interest, they know that you are from orphan in this governance, and they understand that. Once they see you making the effort, doing everything you can to even if it doesn't come, they've seen your effort.
For me, I am thinking what we should be looking out for is voter expectation. Why do I say this? These people, the top 25 people, we need to be understanding from the voters, what do you call performance?
It's for someone else to go and do.
Yes, I know, but what do you call performance? Is the performance the person's job in the House of Parliament?
Or outside the House?
The person's performance?
Is it giving out money for social
Is it development?
One way you could do that is to have several factors and how they rate them. Okay, on his work on the floor of Parliament, how would you rate him? Excellent, very good, or good? On his work as a development advocate, how would you rate him? On his job as social whatever, how do you rate him? But at the end of the day, you will still ask him, overall, how would you assess his performance? So that question will always come. You can look at the individual measures, right? And if you want to do statistical way, combining it yourself, which will give you a different impression. But if you ask him overall, having spoken to me about the 5 factors, if I should ask you to rate him overall, where would you put him? That is what matters in an election. The overall score. Well, that's what they will stand on to vote against you or vote for you.
So Sitting MPs,
Yes.
the sitting MPs here, comparing them, looking at the numbers, comparing the number of sitting MPs and the number of first-time MPs. As we said, it looks like there's a large number of first-timers
Doing well.
who seem to be doing very well within their constituencies. Is it an issue of where sitting MPs just know what to do in terms of, I have a 4-year cycle.
I know what to do in the end.
You may start well, but at the end, I know the dynamics within the constituency and what I need to do at a particular time to push me up.
I mean, it could be a very valid reason you are giving. Whereas the first timer doesn't know exactly how the game is played. So from where Jack is already running to the end, it's not sure. It doesn't have the resources. The assistant MPs or continuing MPs may have experience of when and how. So he's not taking his time to start running. So you could, maybe the best thing is to see the numbers and see how the first timers are performing compared to those with second and third time. That would be also very insightful data to look at.
That's very tactical.
Very tactical.
So, I mean, you've seen the best 25 performing MPs across the country. And when you look at the regions, it's across.
Yeah.
I mean, but there
I
are
think
some
the
regions.
Volta region dominates.
Volta,
Then
Ashanti, yeah.
The Ashanti. So the two strongholds seem to dominate.
They dominate. But overall, ranking the region, Ashanti region is doing very bad compared to Volta region. Let's look at this, the regional ranking.
Looks like.
Okay, we're almost there. Yeah. Regional ranking.
Yeah.
Volta region ranks third overall.
Overall.
Yeah.
Ashanti region.
Ashanti region.
Look. Around 30 votes.
Yeah.
So Volta is 78%.
Ashanti is 12 on the list.
Yeah, 12 on the list.
Yeah.
And look at Eastern region. If you are an MPP, look at how they are rating your MPs. Most of the Ashanti region MPs are MPP.
Yeah.
Most of them Eastern region are MPP. So look at how your own people are rating your own MPs. So they have to find a way of really upping that numbers.
They don't have the resources to make them happy. So that's it. It's possible. They don't have the resources to fulfill the many promises they made. The resources to get what the people want. Unlike those who are in government now, who have the resources at their disposal. It would have been a different thing if MPP was also in power. I'm sure the dynamics would have been different. So, Buza, I will conclude that the performance of a member of parliament determines if your party is in power or in opposition.
I think it is highly correlated.
That can be my takeaway.
Yes, I think so.
That is why Alan is saying that he's forming a political party, the UP party, so that he can field parliamentary candidates who would push him to become president.
No, it's very important that you have MPs speaking for you in the House.
Yeah.
If you don't have members in the House, it's difficult to sustain a political party.
As you say, you're an orphan. This is a Situation Room that came to you live from our studio here in Accra. My name is Sammi Wiafe, Fetete Jabano, and the man in there is Musa Dankwa, our own very Musa Dankwa. He's done some latest work on performance of some members of parliament, top 25 performers in Ghana's parliament since they assumed office in January 2025. So we're coming away again next week. May the good Lord be with us all.